Hi friend, today we are diving into a topic that is so close to all of our hearts, love languages. But hold on to your seats because we're not just covering the classic 5. By the end of this video, I will reveal a game-changing secret, a 6th love language that could revolutionize your relationships, especially the one with yourself. So bring in true self-love. So ready? Let's go. So before we jump in, let me ask you this question. Have you ever felt like something was missing in your understanding of love? Like there was an invisible force shaping your relationships? Well, you're not alone. And today we're going to uncover that missing piece. I'm also going to show you the value of knowing how you need to be loved and be able to communicate that to those that are closest to you. I'm also going to show you how to turn this understanding into a beautiful self-love practice that will support you in attracting the energy you most desire from everyone around you. So the first love language is words of affirmation. So let's start with words of affirmation. For some, hearing "I love you" or "you're amazing" is like music to their ears. It's not just about compliments, but it's the power of words to uplift and validate. You may have noticed the Minfo watermark on the screen. That's your cue to access more with the free Minfo app. By downloading it from your app store and connecting with this video, you can enter into a sweepstakes to win a free consultation with me or one of my books. Now let's dive back into something deeply personal. Words of affirmation. Now, if this is your love language, you will know it because for me, words of affirmation, like a compliment, is essential. When my husband, even today, when I came out to film, this, I'm dressed in my little green dress and he goes, "Wow, you look really beautiful." And that just stopped me because for me, my top love language is words of affirmation. Someone saying to me, "Wow, you really helped me." I had a client the other day tell the council, Christy is the Christy is the best human being I know. That fulfilled me. So words of affirmation are my love language. Telling someone what you appreciate about them is really essential if words of affirmation are their love language or are yours. And here's the thing. You can give yourself words of affirmation all day, every day. We usually tell ourselves something that may not feel good. Maybe we criticize or judge ourselves. So if words of affirmation are important for you, please make sure to look at yourself in the mirror and validate yourself. Tell yourself, "Wow, you're amazing. You're beautiful. That was awesome what you just did. Wait, great conversation you just had with your kid. Great parenting." Whatever that is, affirm for yourself those words that you desire to hear from others. Understanding your love language and those of your loved one is key to strengthening any relationship. So to start this journey, you can discover your own love language by taking the quiz in the link in the description. If you're watching on your TV, you can access this information without stopping the video using your Minfo app. Just open up the app and you'll get instant access to the quiz and more resources right on your screen. I just love that. This will help you identify what expressions of love really resonate most deeply with you. But what if words aren't enough or words of affirmation aren't yours? Well, that brings us to our second love language. And by the way, I just love it. All around the world we hear, "Ooh, music is my love language," or "chocolate is my love language," or "wine is my love language." It's out there, right? But the love language number 2 is acts of service. Now, acts of service is all about showing love through our actions. It's the partner who makes you coffee in the morning or the friend that helps you move. For these people, love is a verb. It's not just a feeling. Someone you love can overdo things for you and it almost becomes too much. This can be like rescuing the person you love and it becomes way too much for the person that you're doing things for. Or in worst case scenario, they start to take your actions for granted, and then you enable them to be a victim where they can't do things for themselves. We get into this role a lot as parents. We overdo things for our kids that they could be doing for themselves, such as laundry, cooking, or even cleaning their own rooms. I remember when my son Alex had a report due at school, and it was clear. The parents did the report because it looked like a professional report that an adult would turn in at a job. There was no way that that kid did that, but the parents took over as an act of service to show their love and support, but the child didn't do their work. That's rescuing. And what did the child learn? So if you're finding these insights valuable, please hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Remember, you can share this with friends directly through the Minfo app as well. I love this Minfo app. So now you might be thinking acts of service. That's great, but I need something more tangible. Well, you're in luck because our next love language is all about that. So love language number 3 is receiving gifts. I love this one too. Receiving gifts isn't about materialism. It's about the thoughtfulness behind the gesture. It's the idea that someone was thinking about you even when you weren't around. My girlfriend Jody, when I walked into Pilates the other day, she goes, I know how you love croissants, so I bought you a croissant. And just that gift, right? Even though I wasn't eating bread at that time, I brought it home to my husband. But the thought that she thought of me and got something for me really filled me up because it's like, oh, she loves me, right? When I first started dating my husband, Frederick, I wanted to express the love in a way that felt very natural to me through gift giving, which is my love language. I planned a surprise trip to St. Martin for his birthday, and I collaborated with his business partners to make sure it was special and he could get the time off work. But when I revealed the surprise to him, he declined it, saying he couldn't accept it. I was devastated. This is how I showed love. And to me, his refusal felt like a rejection of my feelings. It led to our first big argument because we misunderstood each other's intentions. But what if gifts aren't your thing? Don't worry, because our next love language is all about presence, not presents. So love language number 4, quality time. Quality time is about giving someone your undivided attention. No phones, no distractions, just pure focused time together. My husband and my son Max went to Colorado for a soccer tournament and it got snowed out. So my son was with his teammates having a blast, having a snowball fight, while Frederick and I went to the Starbucks right across from the street from the hotel, and we got to spend a couple of hours together, talking, dreaming, connecting. This was beautiful quality time that filled up both of us. Now, we're getting closer to uncovering that 6th love language, but before we do, there's one more classic love language that I want to discuss. Love language number 5, physical touch. Physical touch isn't just about intimacy or having sex in the bedroom. It's about the comfort of a hug, the reassurance of a hand on your shoulder, or the connection of even holding hands. My mom is funny. The physical touch is not her thing. And whenever my dad would want to hold her hand in public, she'd be like, what are you doing? She doesn't like that physical touch. That isn't her love language. For me, I love holding my husband's hand. I love that connection. We touch each other all the time because that's both of our love language. Now, you might be thinking, these 5 love languages cover everything, right? Well, that's what I thought too, until I discovered something that changed everything. And before I reveal this 6th love language, I want you to take a moment just to think. Have you ever felt loved in a way that doesn't quite fit into these categories? Have you ever experienced a connection that goes beyond words and actions and gifts and time or touch? So the 6th love language is energy and vibration. That's where our sixth love language comes in. Energy and vibration. This is the love language of the soul. It's about the energy that you bring into a room, the vibration that you share with others, and most importantly, the frequency that you hold within your very own self. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who just makes you feel good just by being in their presence, even though they don't say or do anything specific? That's energy. Have you ever felt deeply connected to someone without any physical interaction? That's vibration. So this sixth love language is the foundation of self-love. It's about aligning with your own energy, raising your own vibration, and becoming a magnet for the love and experiences that you so deeply desire. When Frederick and I first started dating each other, we were living apart. He was living in Montreal and I was living in Philadelphia. And every 2 weeks we would meet somewhere. And on this particular day, we met at got together and we were having breakfast at a coffee shop. And he was sitting across from me in a booth. And I just started feeling the love in my heart for him. And I started sending that love. It was like I was sharing that love with me to him. I did not tell him what I was doing. I just was letting this love express out of me and go into his heart center. And you know what he said to me? He goes, that feels good. He felt it. It was an amazing connection of energy between us. So how do you speak this language? By tuning into your own energy, practicing meditation, mindfulness, or any of the energy mastery practices that I share here that can help you feel centered and aligned. Pay attention to how different people and environments affect your energy. And most importantly, cultivate a high vibrational relationship with yourself. Understanding this sixth love language doesn't transform your relationships with others right away. It revolutionizes your relationship with yourself, which is the key to attracting the love, the abundance, the joy that you truly want and do deserve. So which of these six love languages resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, check out my video on meditation to deepen your inner peace and another one on the surprising benefits of abundance and self-compassion. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share via Minfo and keep vibrating high. Until next time.